No, it's a legacy, baby. This is my baby.
Oh my God, it's a podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to This Is My Baby, the podcast. I am Sarah Hester Ross.
And I am David Ian.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, David. It's been a bit.
It's been a bit. A week. Or a day.
That's true. A week.
Who knows?
Yeah. Do you want to give a little taste of what we have in store for these lovely people?
Yeah, today we've got an amazing episode for you, actually. This chat was really exciting.
Up and down, man. The emotion.
The emotion was really strong, yeah.
I loved every minute of it.
So this guest is a really inspiring stand-up comedian, set up their own comedy club, went through a lot with that, has a real-life baby.
Yeah, we're really excited to feature people with, goal babies, but also with human babies because that is completely and utterly doable. And we want to make sure.
We've heard that people can have human babies
and have goals and dreams and lives.
So
it's doable.
It's doable. So this this person meets all of those criteria. We had an amazing chat, and should we get to it?
Let's get to it.
Let's go. So we are here with writer, comedian, and human Nthenya. Welcome
to the podcast.
Nice to meet you.
Now we do things at the beginning of every episode with guests the same way. We're going to ask you 3 questions about your baby. So the first question is, how old is your baby?
Oh, okay. My baby is, I'd say 3 years old.
Okay. All right.
2.5, 3 years old.
Terrible twos.
Yeah.
That's a thing,
kind of
right?
rambunctious.
Okay. Oh, lovely.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
The second question is your baby cute or ugly?
Oh, okay. My baby is kind of ugly right now.
Yeah, mine was ugly too.
Yeah.
Mine's ugly as well.
Yeah. Just trying to rough it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good bones, right?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Can grow into it.
Good structure, but just
Not there yet. Great.
yeah, figuring it out.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Was your baby planned or a surprise?
Oh, okay. I guess a surprise.
Oh, fun.
Okay. Shocker.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2.5 to 3, ugly and a surprise. Nthenya,
Yeah.
tell us what your baby is.
My name is Nthenya, and not shrinking is my baby.
Not shrinking. Welcome to the world.
Yes. That is
Welcome to your
exciting.
party. Please do explain when you say not shrinking.
I feel like as a creative, you enter a lot of spaces where people want you to diminish your light. They want you to be, acceptable or appropriate. And I'm just tired of that. And and so I feel like, okay, so I do have an actual baby.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes.
You're a mama.
We've heard that those exist too.
Yeah.
How old is he again?
Yeah. So he will be 4 very soon.
Okay.
And I have just realized a lot of moments where I've shrunk to, fit in certain circumstances.
Can you give us an example?
Oh my God. I mean, in the entertainment industry, if I'm writing on a project or I'm pitching jokes, I'll be like, I don't know, I'm stupid, but
This is probably no good, but
here's my
what about?
idea.
Yeah.
Or
As a coping mechanism to protect
there was
yourself.
a time period where I would send pitches that would say, the title would be here's my bad pitch. Just to sort of set the tone.
Yeah. Because
so
you're
that people,
I know it's bad, so you don't need to tell me. Yeah.
Exactly. If you don't like it, you don't have to take it. To sort of prep other people to be this isn't, I'm just spitballing.
Yeah.
It's not precious.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't love these ideas, but I feel like now I'm in a place in my life where I'm no, I love this idea.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, this is
and
not a bad
interesting.
idea.
This is not a bad
Yeah.
idea, and I don't have to preface it with that ooh, I like,
Right.
I hope you like it, or you don't have to like it.
Right.
Like, you don't have to like this to like me. And I'm like, no, like, this is actually a part of my identity.
So you mentioned when you were talking about this that you had your son. Would you say that your discovery to like growing this idea of not shrinking was in some way related to having your son?
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
And I hate being like that bitch.
What do you mean?
Well, because like I feel like there's like so many girls that are like, I'm a mom now and I've learned so much, and it's kind of like, oh man, I kind of wish I had learned this before. But
having a child is a huge
like
milestone in a person's life.
Yeah,
it's inevitably going to change you.
I mean, I think it should.
Yeah,
but I also feel like, I don't know. Like in my body, I felt like, oh well, I don't know if I get to be like, oh, because of my kid, I've learned this thing. You know what I mean? Like that feels like kind of like a weird cop out. But I also feel like it's not, because I'm like, I just saw the world differently.
Yeah.
Right.
And now I have less time in my life. And so like that has really like narrowed the focus.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I honestly think it's amazing that motherhood encouraged you to be more, because in society,
it goes the other way.
motherhood tends to cause women to be less and be like, oh
Yeah.
no, now is your time to be a mother. You stay at home, be a mother, be a good mother.
Yeah.
You go
Be a
out,
good
you're
mom.
a bad mother.
Yeah.
If you work, you're a bad mother.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's amazing that it's done the opposite for you. That your son
Also,
and motherhood.
like it's
is
something
my
that's happened in your life, right? So everything that happens in your life shapes who you are and what you learn. And so this is just another thing that's happened, and this is one thing that you've learned from it.
Yeah. And I can accept that.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Good, 'cause we're gonna
turning a
pump
new
you up.
leaf.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That's what your party's for.
Case closed.
Yes, case closed. Don't feel bad about this.
Yeah. So can you tell us how though? Like, how did we get from?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, as an artist, I feel like my in point was like, I've always been sort of like a people pleaser, and having my son, and he had like a lot of health issues when he was younger.
Yeah.
Sort of made me realize that it's not that like I didn't understand advocacy, but I was like, oh, like I have to be confident in the way that I don't need to diminish my thoughts and my feelings. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of times I'm like, oh, I don't know, but like maybe. And being a parent made me be like, no, this is the problem. Right. This is the issue. He's experiencing this. Like,
oh, that's interesting.
I really sort of like locked into no, this is the truth of this situation.
Because he can't speak for himself.
Yeah.
You felt the power to speak up for him.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And then in those moments, I was like, wait, but who's speaking up for me? And I should be speaking up for myself. And wait, like, I don't like this. And why am I placating? You know what I mean? And as an immigrant, I've always felt like there's like a weird assimilation, right? Like you don't want to ruffle feathers and you want to be, likable. And I was like, wait, no, these are all the wrong things.
The instincts to cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have something similar, and I think you've called it not shrinking. Yeah. I call it taking up space. Yeah. Because I feel like it's something that I don't do very well. And then I think I really identify with what you're saying. Like I'm allowed in a room, and I'm allowed to be like heard in that room. Because I would do something really similar. I'd be like, well, maybe this is a bit silly, but what about this? And you're immediately like already telling somebody that, oh, I don't believe in this. Right. Don't worry about it. Whereas when you're like, actually this, and it's fascinating to me that you had your son and then you're like, well, nobody else is going to do this, so now I've got to, and that led you to the place where you're like, well, maybe I should be doing this for me as well. And is it something that you've taught yourself, or have you like?
I mean, it's a challenging process. I mean, I'm in therapy, so of course,
obviously,
we all are.
Yes.
Everyone should be.
We love a therapist.
Somehow, I think we end up talking about therapy every episode.
Yeah,
because it's important.
We love somebody who's just like, girl, get it together, and I'm like, okay, we will wrap it up. But yeah, there have been a lot of different moments that have led to it, but a lot of it has been in therapy that has been like, oh, like recognizing these moments where I'm shrinking. And even with like, so my son had a lot of like health issues, and we had like this really big issue at the hospital that he was at because he had to have a surgery. And I just remember being like, oh, I can't be like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be quiet. I can't want to make somebody feel good. Yeah. Like there's this person.
Yeah, and he's relying on you.
Yeah, he relies on me and he needs me, and I have to advocate for him. And that was like a really big like, oh, and then you don't advocate for yourself?
Yeah.
Huh? Or like you make other people feel safe in a way that's like...
Yeah.
Detrimental to you.
Yeah.
It's learned behavior.
Oh, absolutely.
And you've got to unlearn that. Like you have to make that active choice.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel like this process has affected you as a comedian, like with your career?
Oh my God. It has made comedy so much more fun.
I totally get that.
Yeah, because it feels like more wild, and like I can actually like share my real thoughts, and they're psychotic, but
obviously.
I mean,
but I'm
what's
like,
not funny about psychotic thoughts?
Exactly. Yeah. But I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm thinking this. Maybe there's somebody out there.
And they
like,
always are. There's always people out there that are thinking the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Like anytime I post the weirdest thought that I've had, somebody's like, girl,
me too.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's like some random person. It's not a follower. It's like some random person in the woodwork who's just like, who's like, oh, yes, girl. And I'm like, oh yeah, that weird thing that I was just like thinking in the back of my brain, like yeah. And I heard your album and you're like weird thoughts, and I was like, and I was like, I was like, yes, these weird thoughts. And
the thing is about like, I don't usually keep any thoughts in.
No,
and I haven't.
It's true, she doesn't.
I haven't. I'm fascinated because just talking to you, you're an incredibly confident person.
Oh,
yeah. Is this you through your not shrinking, or have you always been like this? Like, am I asking the question? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because you seem incredibly confident.
Yeah.
And confident in the aspect that you've been this confident for a long time.
Yeah. I think the way that I've portrayed myself, or like my confidence, has been through like the lens of wanting to be accepted, you know? And so it has shifted, you know, like in the way that I present myself, or not present myself, but like when I'm in a room with people, I'm always listening and like trying to be aware and not be too much for them, right? Like not be overconfident. Like I'm always like balancing the scales, right? Yeah. And now I feel like I don't need to do that anymore. Like I just need to show up as myself.
Yes.
And
the people that get it,
and the people that get it, and the people that don't. Yeah.
Don't.
Whereas like all the time I was like, ooh, like how do I make, you know, this situation or this person feel tangible to me? Yeah. And now I'm like, no. Yeah. We don't need to do that. Like,
that's so smart. I always think to myself, one of the things about showing up as your whole self is by doing that, you give permission to the other people in the room to also show up as their whole selves. Yeah. So I always think it's like that's a really lovely, like David. It's a nice thing to do. Like
no, because it can confidence and showing up can in society has been like, oh, you're not humble, or you're over self-involved, and like you're deflated, self-obsessed. Like, I mean, that's what I've gotten most of my life. It's like, you're too much, and so you're
you like yourself?
Yeah, like you're not humble.
Who are you?
Yeah, and being as a woman, like it's not ladylike to be, you know.
Yeah, proud.
Proud and confident in yourself. They need you to be meek and mild and ladylike. And so I love that concept of like, it's not just about you being yourself. It's you giving them permission, others to be whoever they are.
It's also the other thing that I think goes hand in hand with it is, for me, it's about where you show up as well. So like, I'm not really interested in fighting for a place at tables that don't want me. I'd rather build a new table.
Oh my God, yes.
So, and then when you do that,
not interested.
Oh my God,
right?
We are getting reel after reel with your quotes tonight.
Oh my God.
Put it on a book. But it's true though, right? Like, I don't. If that table, if they don't want me there, there you go. Everybody asks that. But like, if they didn't want me there, then I'm not going to give them the benefit of having me there. I will just build a new table, and then when they look over and they're like, "Shit, I wish I was at that table." Well, it's a shame because it's full of other people that showed up as themselves.
Yeah.
And you've done that. You've built tables. I mean, I was reading through your bio, and one thing that really struck me was the all-female women of color comedy space.
The comedy club.
Yeah. We'd love to hear about that.
I would love to hear about that. That's absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
What was it called?
The Comedy Nook.
The Comedy Nook. Love it.
Comedy Nook. Yeah.
Do you feel like that was part of the process of you not shrinking? I mean, creating your own space for...
Okay, so all right, if we're gonna get real, like, can we get real?
Absolutely.
Are we gonna get sensitive? Oh my god. If I cry, yikes. Okay, so I opened a tiny little comedy club right after COVID, and I really opened it because I found out that my best friend had cancer and she was dying. Wow. Oh. And we'd had so many conversations just about life and growth and the things that were important, and it felt like I had to do this thing, to like create a space to grow as a comedian and really like nurture the thing that I loved so much. So that was the reason that I did it. I opened the club in 2021. It was February when I got the club, and she passed away in July that same year. But like, for me, it was just such a profound way to be like, all right, like, one, voices are important. And then two, creating a community is really important. Like, I really wanted a space where, oh my God, I'm trying not to cry. This is so early. That we could be together in a space that told stories and had real life experiences. And coming out of COVID, everyone was like, we're not doing stand-up right now. And so just like allowing comics to just be themselves and not have any of those expectations, to not shrink, and to like express how they felt. And I think probably that definitely led to it in a non-linear way. But
I mean, there's nothing shrinking about starting your own comedy club.
Yeah, but I think at the time I was so dumb that I didn't think that. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's a given, because you wouldn't set up a comedy club unless you were dumb, as someone who's done it.
I think you have to be so dumb. You have to, you know what I mean?
Right out of COVID.
Oh my God. Yeah. I was like, I have an idea. You know what I mean? Like, which is crazy.
You should genuinely do anything other than set up a comedy club.
Oh my God. Yeah. Honestly.
It's a very ridiculous thing to do.
It's so stupid. I was like, what am I doing? Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, I was like, girl, what? But like, at the time, I was like, let's go outside.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah.
We closed 3 years later. That's the worst.
That's the worst. That is it. That's the bottom.
And
How was the experience
of having the club?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's probably like the second best experience I've ever had, you know, just having a space where people feel comfortable sharing their lives. And I think like at that time, because my friend was dying, I would do a lot of like material about that.
Yeah.
And be like, and it was nice to just be like a human being.
What was her name?
Hamida. Yeah, Hamida Ravenel.
Beautiful.
And yeah, so I think that time period really helped me, and others. Like, what's so crazy about like the comedy scene is, one, it's so small, right? And like when you go out, like everybody like knows each other. But because it was like right out of COVID and in LA and like a very like tight little, you know, like there's so many people who are just like, oh, like the Nook like made me feel present and made me feel like a human being. And like that was the goal of it, like to allow people to feel,
because it's that for audience as well, right? Not just the comedians. That's what I think is incredible about like a specialist comedy club, that you are creating the space for comedians. That's kind of like why you end up doing it in the first place. And then the side effect is you have this space that audience members value and identify with and get to go and like immerse themselves in the stories, and that kind of becomes the byproduct that I don't think you necessarily realize at the beginning, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. I get so many emails randomly from people who've been to the Comedy Nook, and they've said, you know, like, oh, like I really enjoyed this evening, or like even comics reach out to me all the time and they're like, oh, like that was such a pivotal time in my growth as a comedian, and I just like really appreciate being there. And
it's an honor to be part of that journey for that as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm like, yes, oh my God, that's so fun and cool that we like got to grow and be weird together and like say dumb shit and like figure out our lives and figure out sadness and grief and loss, and you know, because like we're always going through something, and that's the thing, like we're all human and everybody's feeling something, you know, like lives aren't perfect. And that was really a beautiful place to acknowledge it and also make joy out of it. Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this space was primarily for Black women comics. Yes?
Yeah. So
do you feel like, because I'm not even really a proper stand-up, but I have experienced being a woman in the field of stand-up, but I can only assume the atrocities and the lack of stage and presence for women of color.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like that was a big part of the space? And then do you still feel like that is a detriment in the world of comedy just in general?
Oh, I feel like as a woman of color, creating that space was like, obviously, like to give other women of color, you know, opportunities. But what I didn't think about at the time when I was, you know, like in the moment was how, like, what the impact would be, right? So I didn't have a thought of like, oh, well, I want to showcase these Black women so that like other people will see them. Like, of course I wanted to, you know, but I was just like, hey, here's a space for us.
For you, absolutely.
I was just like, I don't know if people will come, but like, you're welcome here and let's build something together. Like that's kind of like how the space felt to me. Like I was like, I definitely tried to make it, you know, like I had a mailing list and I was like, hey, managers and agents, come check out, you know, talent and blah, blah, blah. But like, did they come? I mean, yes and no, like, but my main focus was just harboring that safe space for other artists to be their true, authentic self.
Because the reality is not all comedy clubs are safe spaces for certain people to be themselves.
Yeah, and that also feels like kind of crazy, like when you're...
But it is a truth though, right? That I think that you have to work within the confines of what's there. And I think certainly in the UK that's the case, and from what I know of the US it's the case as well, that there are spaces that are just not safe to go and authentically be yourself and let your guard down. And so creating...
And that's so much of what comedy is. Is like
Yeah.
being who you are. And if you don't feel safe on a stage, you're not like, then it trickles down into, well, you're not going to do your best and you're not going to be seen by the best. So you're not going to get opportunities.
Also, one of the most amazing, like, so I set up the Queer Comedy Club in London, and one of the things, there was two real reasons for it, or two real things that came from it. One is that you want to create that safe space for everybody else, but also for yourself. But the second is, for me, comedy is really about people going, and either you're doing the comedy or you're watching somebody do the comedy, and the story that you're hearing is relatable. And that doesn't mean that, like, if I go and tell a story about being gay, that doesn't mean that producer Justin, who's a straight white man, won't be able to relate to an element of the story. But there's certain things in my lived experience that he might, like, that might need explaining. And the problem with jokes is if you do too much explaining, then the joke has gone,
then
right?
It doesn't land,
So if you create a space where it's like, oh, we're all here for this particular reason and we all understand, now I don't need to explain elements around that joke. And I can just get up there and tell you about my life, and you can enjoy it because you're seeing your own life reflected on stage. Which is a privilege that I think lots of other people in the world get on TV, in film, on stand-up, and they don't appreciate that not everybody gets that privilege. You know? And what you've done is create that space that allows them to go and see that. And I think whenever I go into a room and I am worried about being like, I think, no, there's going to be someone there who's going to see you being yourself, and that's going to allow them to be themselves. And so I kind of do it in my head. I'm like, oh, I'll do it for them, which I know isn't fully showing up for me. But it's like, I find it the easier way to go into the room.
Oh my God,
and be like, that's
But
how
someone
I'm
like
doing
me
it.
needs that, because I need to think about other people more. Every once in a while.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, so there's a delicate balance, but like what I feel like, oh my God, there's a delicate balance. Hold, please.
Right, yes.
But like how I feel like when I go to comedy shows now versus how I felt before when I was shrinking is like, now I go to a show and I'm like, I'm going to find... my joke is going to find the person who relates to me. And it could just be one person. Like sometimes there's like a crazy, ridiculous laugh. And I'm like, okay, bitch, you know? And I'm like, and that's, and she's the only person that matters to me. At that point, I'm like, okay, I found you.
I love that you know it's a woman already.
Oh my God.
Too.
Oh my God. It's always
every time.
It's always
a woman.
It's always a woman.
If too many men are laughing at my jokes, I'm like, I
got it
got to
wrong.
rewrite.
I know. Oh my God.
Rewrite.
Oh my God. The other day, somebody liked one of my comments and I did a deep dive on them, and I think they're a bigot.
Oh no.
And I was like,
don't you hate that?
Yeah.
Have you deleted the comment just in case?
I know. So I was like, oh no, a bigot liked me.
Oh no. What have I become?
Yeah, and I was like, am I changing hearts and minds? Am I? You know?
Or have I become the problem?
Or am I a problem? You know?
That is something...
And then I was like, but I'm 10 toes down. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I'm not changing
that
my
is something I think about, and I don't know if other people think about this, but like touring my show and stuff like that, I look across the room and something that I have been very adamant on, it's like, is if my whole room is white, I'm doing something wrong. No, I'm serious. Like I'm like, oh no, I gotta rethink this topic of conversation, because this is not correct.
This is not right.
It's not correct.
Same.
You were saying when you
I'm like, uh-oh.
You're like, no, this is wrong.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
That's where you do shrink back
I'm like,
out of the door way.
When you were saying now when you go into a comedy show and you were talking about finding that one person that laughs. What before you did this, what was it? What was like you did you feel you had to make everyone laugh?
Yeah, it felt like a job, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I think I mean there's a larger conversation, right? Like with comedy, and like you obviously like want the room to be happy and have joy and laugh, but as a comedian, I feel like I want to be in rooms that, one, aren't familiar to me, because that like sort of like challenges me, And then the second thing is like, oh, okay, like let's find the person who gets it. Yeah. Because like I just don't want to do the fluff anymore. Like I don't want to be like, as a person who is an immigrant and has like assimilated into America, I feel like people like me, you know, for reasons that I can't control. You know, they're just like, oh, she's a safe Black person. You know what I mean? She's so comfy.
She's like so comfy.
Yeah,
she's one of the good ones.
Yeah, she's a good Black. You know, and yeah, she's just one of those.
God, we're the worst. We are the fucking
worst.
And
it's like, and at the same time, it's like it's not bad. Your thoughts aren't bad, but
no, they are.
Good.
No,
you know what I mean? Like it's like
bad.
Like it's like, oh, we gotta unpack that. We gotta dismantle. Let's dismantle that.
Tear it down. Yeah.
Is there a song we can sing
to make it palatable?
Feel better. Hello. No? Okay.
You mean you're right?
And she sang it so well.
She sang it beautifully.
But yeah, so we're just trying to like, you know, like.
Do you know someone that I love said to me, as long as you're happy with what you're doing, like with the jokes that you're telling or whatever, when you go to a comedy show as the comedian, you just need to remember that you are there to give them the opportunity to laugh. Yeah. And they can choose to take it or not. Yeah. But it doesn't have to be on you. Yeah. And I was like, I have to remember that. Yeah. Because I'm not the comfy gay guy. Yeah. I'm not like the gay best friend gay guy that goes and talks about that. That's not me.
And it's fascinating.
So it doesn't work.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
And so there's
that's beautiful.
But that's the thing is that a lot of like gay guys that are on the bill, they will really work because it's like, oh my God, he's completely harmless and it's like really safe. So I really, when you said that, I was like, I really identify with what you're saying because I am not that. Yeah. And when I try and be that, it goes horribly wrong. Exactly. Because I can't do it. It's just I'm not nice enough to be the gay best friend.
No.
He's not.
No.
And I love it.
And isn't that so good?
I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much.
Exactly. It's like
so I really get what you're saying because you're like, oh, like they want something that's really safe and friendly. Yeah. And that isn't necessarily what they need.
Yeah. That's not what you need. And that also like isn't who I am. And yeah. And most certainly it's not what you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, 100%.
Actually, yes.
100%. Yeah. Because there's a lot of myself that I'm leaving out because I feel like, are you okay with experiencing my full self? Yeah. And like, I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm like, nope, this is who I am.
Nor are you asking permission.
Yeah. I'm just like, no, I'm not going to shrink. This is who I am. You don't like it? Cool. Fine. Yeah. Bye. Okay.
And I think comedy has a responsibility because comedy is such a great way of teaching people about other lived experiences in an environment that's really accessible. Yeah. And so like if we show up and we are our full selves and we talk about our lives, like there will be somebody in that audience eventually who learns something, who does change an opinion, who does find that. I mean, I've seen that with a lot of the trans comedians that I know when people come to our club and they see the lived experience being told via a comedy forum. Mm-hmm. It's just the best education. So I just think, we have that responsibility. Turn up as your full self. Yeah. Bring the bits that make you uncomfortable and you're like, ooh, what will I think of that? Like, do that bit. Like, I'm okay with those bits.
Oh, yeah.
That's taken me a while to get used to those bits. I'm okay with them now. Yeah. Here they are. Yeah. Like, laugh at them and like learn about it. And I kind of think that's comedy's responsibility.
I think it is our responsibility.
Just to make comedy really serious for a second.
Yeah.
As opposed to funny.
I think comedy is serious.
Yeah, it is.
I like to say, like, my comedy is a feminism with a spoonful of music, you know, like it makes it go down just a little bit easier. Yeah. But I'm talking about serious subjects. Like these are real issues that people need to hear that wouldn't necessarily hear it in their tiny, safe little bubble. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they've protected yourself. Rightfully so. That's everybody's prerogative. But when you're going to comedy, that's the place where nobody's like yelling at, bad comedy is yelling at you, but like a proper comedy is like, oh, Is that me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, look how similar we are. Oh my God, I thought that this wasn't about me, but actually there's something here that is really similar. Like we are all have elements where it all connects.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think there's just like so much more of a like a roller coaster of life, or like experiences that you can have, you know? Like I think we do stand up and we tell stories and we want people to laugh in certain places, but we ultimately like want them to feel.
Yes.
And like that, like in Not Shrinking has like made me be like, okay, well then what do I want them to feel?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in my journey, in like what I'm saying, like in my honesty and my truth, like how do I, you know, like
how do I want to leave them feeling is the most important thing.
Yeah. And even if it's like, I mean, I talk about grief in my set. I talk about, you know, sexual assault in my sets, and I like just want people to, one, feel recognized, but also like go on that journey with me. It's like, hey, this part icky, weird. It was weird for me too. Let's get through it.
I was there.
I'm like, guess what? I was there. It
wasn't that pleasant then.
Wasn't great.
It was actually weirder.
Yeah.
If you can imagine.
I've coated this bit in glitter for you.
Yeah, honestly, me telling you is the better part of this story. Yeah.
That's
it's
so
true.
Did you, oh my God.
It really is. Not Shrinking is such an incredible baby.
Yeah,
like
I really love that you chose that.
Yeah, do you feel like you're where is it going?
Oh my God. Well,
you mean the growth in it?
Yeah, like where are you going next with it? What are you doing with this Not Shrinking?
Ooh, I feel so crazy this year. Like I feel so bold and like I'm like, yeah, let's
God,
do
I love
it.
that.
But yeah, I just feel like I'm ready for people to see my full self now.
Hell yeah. Oh, I love it. That gave me chills.
Like, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not shrinking. Let's do that weird thing. Let's like.
Also, it's a really good example for your son.
Yes. And that honestly is really like the core of it, is like watching him grow up and watch me. Like he really, like children really watch their parents or just like watch their surroundings. And I think about like my parents, and my mom was like one of those like 1980s feminists, you know, like, and so I think I get a lot of my courage from her. And because she was kind of just like, you know those 1980s.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they were like crazy. They're like, we wear pants and shoulder pads and we're mad. Like they were just
Thank
like,
you for your service.
Yeah, they were like,
paved the way.
Yeah, they were like, we will never wear a skirt. You know what I mean? Like
bras and fires.
Yeah, like,
free the titty.
Yeah, it's crazy, but also a married woman. Psychotic. I did have a dad. But like,
as we do,
as we do, as we do. She left me with the enemy, but a lovely enemy.
Okay, good.
A lovely dad.
Good.
But like I see that, and I'm like, oh, I want to be more bold in this experience. I'm like, like I'm not shrinking. Like let's just do the things. Like let's live the experience. Let's have this experience too, right? Like, I mean, and this baby is beautiful.
Thank you. We're very proud of it.
We're very proud of it. I think it's much uglier than you're giving it credit for.
Here's the thing. I think you have to have an ugly baby.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. To have like, a normal child.
Yeah.
Human.
Like
later. Like.
Oh, wait, are we training?
No.
No, she says no.
Yeah.
Emphatically, no.
But an ugly baby, yeah. It's got to be like a little weird, a little like.
But all art is ugly as you're creating it, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
We've had very few people say that their baby is attractive.
Can we just gloss over the fact that I referred to this podcast as art? Because that feels.
Does that feel like wrong?
Why is it not art? I hate that you did that. No. That's you shrinking.
Yes, that is
me
you
shrinking.
Give me your hand.
That is you shrinking. Okay, and we're not doing that.
Okay,
not
well,
doing that
this is
anymore.
high
We
art.
just talked about this. I just said that I'm not shrinking. You can't shrink around me.
No, you're right.
That's right.
See, because you're giving us permission to be our full selves.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm really obsessed with that. Seriously, like when you said that, it literally the hair on the back of my neck stood up, and I think this is just such an amazing step for you.
Thank you.
This year, probably this year.
And this baby suits you.
Thank you.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I just want to be like crazy. I'm like, let's just like do the things. Let's like stand in our power. Let's
do the weird thing.
Yes.
Do the weird thing.
100%.
Let's stand in our power. Let's,
Also, what's the worst that can happen? Just get out there and do it.
Yeah. And to me, it's not about, obviously there are things that I don't find fault in not knowing things. Like they're constant, like I will be the first person to be like, well, I don't know. But my confidence is like, I am funny. I'm a good listener. Like I just know I'm confident in my strengths now. Like not shrinking has made me be like, okay, this is what I'm good at. This is what I can ask for. And everything else is okay. Like I feel fine with not knowing. Whereas like before I was like, oh, what? I don't know that.
And correct me if I'm wrong. You can totally tell me. But like it leaves space for you to be like, oh, and this is where I can grow.
Yeah.
Because I'm confident in this. I know I can do this. So that frees up the space. You don't have to
Absolutely.
apologize for the stuff you're good at.
Yeah.
No longer.
Yeah.
Like, and so this is good. Now, here, I could do a little bit better on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that does not deflate the good and the confidence.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
How do
and
we
that feels good.
support you with the baby?
Yeah. How do our listeners and viewers?
Because we will and we want to.
Oh my God, just follow my journey. Yeah, the socials, Nthenya from Kenya.
Nthenya from Kenya.
Nice little rhyme.
Yes. I want to help the people, find me. Follow me on the socials. Get me to 1,000 followers on YouTube so I can get monetized.
Hell yeah, we could do that.
We can do that.
Oh yeah. Is that the platform you want to grow the most? YouTube?
I think so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We'll work on that.
Yeah. But okay, here's the thing. Okay, guys. Am I on YouTube? Not yet.
First step. Start YouTube.
Oh my
okay.
God. She's like me. I knew I liked you. I also don't want to be on YouTube. I'd like it all just done for me. I don't want to do any of it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I just
She
want to.
told me off earlier because I don't have a fan account on Facebook.
Are you mad at us?
Yeah, she
I'm
is.
a little bit mad.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit mad.
Yeah.
I don't understand
She's
it.
so mad at us. We want to be better. Do you understand? We want to be better.
I don't.
I want to hear you.
I don't want to be better.
I want to hear you and I want to accept you. But you're like, I want to do all these things, but I don't want to do anything to get to those things.
No. I don't want to do anything.
No.
So
we just want to stand on stage. We just want to do that bit.
Oh my God. If I could just.
It would be so awesome if you could
God.
just stand
Oh my
on
God.
stage.
Yeah.
If we
You
could
know
go back
who
in
does
time.
that? People on a soapbox on the side of the road. You could do it there.
Okay. Yeah.
Tons of people will see you there.
You know what? Like
Driving by, honking.
Back in the
you could
day.
have a Jesus Saves sign.
I know.
Those people get a lot of attention.
We could have. We could do that.
We could do that.
We could do that.
We would do that together, and we wouldn't let you on our soapbox.
And you can't get on our box. And here's the thing. Exactly. I just want to stand on stage. Let's take it back to the days of Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
I just want to swing on a swing in the middle of the fucking whatever
Absolutely.
in a diamond.
Just a
bra.
quick clarification.
You know
Women
what I mean?
couldn't vote then, so let's
I know.
not
So-
all the way back to Moulin
so not
Rouge.
all the way
But
back.
just from a performance point
but just
of
like
view.
the performance part.
I do love that movie though. I'm obsessed. Nicole Kidman's so beautiful.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that later. But
I really do. I am by no means a end all be all know it all of social media, but I can help.
Yeah.
I can help, and
you've done the things.
doesn't mean that it's like we talk about this all the time. Like just because I got it right doesn't mean
that she's a good
if somebody
person.
else did.
Okay, no, here's
Oh my God, you're such a cunt. Okay, you don't have to do it if you really don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah.
You'll never be successful.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody is expecting anything from us. Do you understand?
Look, I can't offer anything that she's asking, but when you come to the UK, I'll get you performing on some of these spots.
Yeah,
so what you actually want to do.
Yeah.
Hey, I also have a
fix you up
stage
for
in
that.
Vegas.
Yeah.
You can come to Vegas.
Thank you.
Anytime, and you have a stage on my. You have a stage
Okay,
on my
fine.
stage.
I'll help you with socials as well. Now we're even. I don't think that my offer is.
I love that we're competing for helping. That's the best.
I think you'll find that's white savior complex, isn't it?
Oh my God, is that what we're doing?
I have a feeling it is.
Save me. I wanna be saved.
Oh my God.
I'm looking for a savior.
Is this the episode we finally get cancelled?
I'm looking for a white savior, and I've got two.
Oh no.
Who am I gonna choose?
Wow, what a lucky girl you are.
Who will I go to?
Well, I think it's time to say goodbye, isn't it?
I think that's a perfect ending to a devastating episode.
Is it time to say goodbye to our careers?
Go off. Uh-oh. La, 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 la.
Bye.
Bye. So at the end of each episode, we are creating some space to celebrate you, our listeners and viewers, and you are writing in, which you can do by emailing us at thisismybabypodcast@gmail.com.
You can also DM us on Instagram, and there's a form on our website, thisismybabypodcast.com. And today we have a little celebration.
Let's
from
hear it.
Ollie.
Hi, Ollie.
A DM. Thank you for listening, Ollie.
Thank
First
you.
of all, we really appreciate it. And they sent in a little DM on Instagram.
Okay.
I deserve a shower for beating breast cancer
Oh, wow.
and losing my breast at 37 to a mastectomy. No one celebrates that the way they should. Absolutely,
Wow.
Ollie. You are so correct.
Ollie, congratulations for beating cancer.
Yeah.
Incredible.
First of all, Ollie. Yay! We are so happy and excited for you. I think that's a very interesting and sometimes uncomfortable topic to understand. People going through health scares and
changes.
and yes, to their bodies,
Yeah.
and people might not know how to celebrate it because they want to either like just shove it under the rug and like pretend it didn't happen. But it happened.
But it did happen, and you do deserve a celebration,
Absolutely.
and we are very proud of you.
I'm so
well
excited
done.
to 37, 38, 39, 50 more years of health to you,
Yeah.
Ollie. And
Well
thank you
done,
so
you.
much for writing in. Well, that's the end of this episode. And as always, please let us know how you like it. Subscribe to the podcast.
Rate it.
Yes, rate it.
Rate
yes,
it.
give
Visit
us
the
stars.
website and join the Patreon.
Yes, and the Patreon for extra
Lots of love from us.
fun little gigs.
See how long
Yes.
it takes us to make an episode. See all the stuff we cut out.
Anyway, bye.
Bye.